Professor, let's move on now to domestic US politics. Not a very good week for Joe Biden. He has been criticised for saying that there was no reason Black Americans should consider voting for President Trump in November. But in fact, he's actually widened his lead over Trump in the latest national polling. What do you make of that?
Yes, Biden's probably a step behind himself where he was 20 years ago. He's not thinking about how things sound. To tell a black commentator on radio that people who want to vote for Trump ain't black enough, that may be funny at a dinner table with your friends, but it just doesn't play very well because it sounds wrong. It sounds like he's entitled to the African-American vote, and he isn't. He has to earn it like everybody else. I think Biden, who enjoys this 8% national advantage over the president, much smaller in other places, by the way. That's just a national poll. I think he's going to have to measure his words very carefully. But, he's in the basement. He hasn't been around. When you get cooped up for a while, you start to hear the sound of your own voice. There's not enough people correcting you. He doesn't have enough minders around. But look, when you get on radio like that or you get on television and there's no one to filter your words, it just might come out wrong. I know what he was talking about. You know what he was talking about. But there would be a lot of people in America who would be insulted by what he had to say. And Joe Biden does not intend to insult anybody in this election because he has a lead in a couple of serious places, but not serious lead. Michigan, Pennsylvania, it's 4 or 5%, and with the coefficient of error being 2%, it might even be less than that. So, look, he's got a good start to this campaign, but he doesn't know exactly what he's going to do about it. And I'm waiting for his vice presidential pick. He said he'd pick a woman. Is he going to pick a black woman, or is he going to pick a white woman, or a Chicano woman, or a Hispanic woman? We don't know. And is it going to make a difference? Well, I don't know about that either. But it's quite clear that Barack Obama is back in his camp, and that it's going to be all the gloves will be off in this 2020 election. Look, it's hard to say how much uglier an election can get. But there were terrible elections in the early 1800s. People were actually shooting at each other. This is going to get pretty fearsome as America continues to be pursue its partisan ways. So I think if Biden gets in, people will look for a voice of moderation. But before he gets there, he's got to sound moderate. He can't look like he's off the handle here. And he's made it very clear he may only go one term because he's 78 years old, I think he is, or 77, 78. He says he may only go one term. So the vice presidential pick is very important because he is then anointing the next generation of Democratic leaders. So there's a lot on the line in the next couple of months, and we're well about 5.5 months to the next election, and see how this all plays out.
Well, we're almost there, 5.5 months away. Time has certainly gone very quick. Joe Siracusa, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for your analysis this afternoon.
Thank you very much.